Having live chat on a website is one of those things that so many businesses don't do, and it's a crucial way of getting inquiries from people. When you put yourself in the shoes of people who go to websites, like I'm on this website here, I might have a question in my mind and I don't want to give them my email address. I don't want to ring them up. I don't want to end up in some sort of sales funnel, but I wouldn't mind clicking on a live chat to have a quick conversation with someone. You get various websites like this one that say book a discovery call. I don't want a discovery call. I just want my questions answered now anonymously. Here's another example. These people just have get a quote. There's no way to interact with them apart from sending them an email and basically showing who you are as a person. Even for people who do have live chat, like this one here, if you click on it, the first thing they throw at you is that they want your details. So they want your email and everything before they'll even have a conversation with you. Well, if I wanted to do that, I would use the contact form and reach out to them that way. I'm certainly not going to fill this in for them to then put me into their database of prospects to sell stuff to if my questions hadn't been answered sufficiently. I want to ask questions first and then give details later. So that's an example of where most get it very wrong. It's better than nothing, but it's still wrong. And then you'll have ones like this, and the live chat pops up very prominently, and I could have a question about anything, and it's just talking about sending us a quote. What if I don't want a quote? And there's also things in this one that are, raise doubts, like it keeps coming up with this message down the bottom left about someone leaving a 5-star review. You think, well, what are you backing that up with, this 5-star review? And that comes up repeatedly all the time you're on the website, just keeps rotating. And we know that people aren't leaving 5-star reviews straight away. It's a bit of an aside, but the fact that it's coming up. They've got 10 Google reviews and they've got a few Trustpilot ones from a certain period of time ago. This just left as a 5-star review here was from January 2023. That's a separate issue. Let's look at another one. This is a firm of probate lawyers. When they say they do probate, I went to the online chat and it came up with a picture of a person, and that might be a real person, it might not be. And it comes up with an automated message, tell me about your accident or situation. Well, I'm looking at probate, so it's a bit off target, but it's AI. So what they're doing is they're effectively using AI to start answering questions of people. And it's better than nothing. At least it's some form of live chat. But people want to speak to people. They want to get answers as quick as they can without having to go through all this stuff. And give us a minute to assign you the best person to help you out was just their way of triggering another message here. And you can see it stopped at that point. So I don't know this is a real person here. Another example here. This is actually a very good live chat system, but it can be used in not good ways. So if you go to new conversation, it comes up with this, how can I help today? Well, that's like an avatar. You're not quite sure what it is. Help with, let's just put something in there. Let's see what it says. Now, sometimes it jumps into a human and sometimes it will then come up with some sort of AI response. Hi, how can I help? Now, is Kieran a real person or not? I could say, what day is it or something like that. Let's see what it says to that. Just try and throw it out. We soon know whether it's human or not. I mean, you should know the answer to that anyway, but just see what it does. And you would think that a human would be jumping in, having picked up that this is someone having dialogue with it. What course are you looking for? Okay, so it's completely ignored what I was saying. It's AI. It's just going off down a certain path. That's not going to get results. Here is what I do. It's not perfect. It could put a picture in there, but it actually comes up with, it says who I am. Yes, a real human. I'm telling people I'm a human, and yes, I am on there live. And I'm making a little bit of a joke about it. And then you then get into the whole thing about answering questions, and you put a face behind it and everything. So this is the way to really do it. Ideally, there would have been a picture of me beforehand. I'm sure that's possible to do. But it's about putting a human behind the live chat And although lots of people have arguments against doing that, unless you're a 1-2 person business and you really can't answer these chats, then I don't think they're valid. All these people that don't have live chat on their website, they are losing out, because people will not divulge their contact details unless they've had basic things fixed. And all you've got to do is search Google, go to lots of your competitors, see if they've got live chat, see how they're doing it. You'll likely find they either haven't got it or they're doing it badly. And you can clean up if you get it right within your business. And systems like Talk2, for example, are totally free to use and perfectly good for the job.